Um,
Uh,
so yeah, you were saying 2025 Edgar Berlanga, Caleb Plant. You saying that Edgar Berlanga has
I,
his
I
eyes
I
set
heard
at the
that
end?
Edgar wanted to go after the IBF guys. So
Yep.
who knows? Maybe Caleb could go after him and then they could fight, or maybe Edgar could go after him and then they could fight in a little unification. Who knows? I really don't know how that'll work. But that's a great fight. It's a logical fight, and they don't like each other, so it's bad blood. So it'll be a good promotion.
When we talk about fighters that fight the top guys in the sport, lose, and you can take something from it, you normally learn, right? Um,
If
when
you're a
you
real
see
fighter, you will.
it, ooh, if you were a real fighter. All right, so talk to me. Where do you see Edgar Berlanga? Do you feel like a fighter can also decline with a performance like that, knowing that
Sure,
everybody has been really saying, we support Edgar, we believe in Edgar now, and it's like you kind of feel like you won even though that you lost, and do you really take that in and focus? Like, what's your
I
beliefs on
think
that?
I've seen it go both ways. I've seen guys really get up and they perform well, but don't win, and then they just plummet because because they like get too happy over a loss. And I've seen guys get better over it. Caleb, in my opinion, has improved greatly since he lost to Canelo. You know what I mean? So it could go both ways. You know what I mean? Julian Williams beat Jared Hurd after Charlo knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways. It definitely goes both ways. I don't know Edgar well enough to say how well it's going to go with him, but I've seen it go both ways.
As far as Edgar coming in 25 pounds, um, on fight night, what you think? Do you think that that was a major game changer for him to be able to take those punches and blows?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's a lot of rehydration, bro. I actually think he was closer to 200 pounds, to be honest with you. I
Mm.
think he was closer because like people always gossiping. They said he was 193 pounds that morning. So if he was 193 pounds that morning, he didn't stop eating and stop drinking all day. They didn't fight until like 8, 9 o'clock at night, West Coast time. So if he was 193 pounds that morning, imagine what he was by the time he was eating and drinking and everything the night of the fight, the whole day of the fight.
Mike
So
Carpenter said he was at 197. You believe it was heavier?
yes, because I'm telling you, I was in the MGM Grand for a whole week, and I heard people's like, "Yo, Edgar Berlanga is already 193 pounds." That was like that morning. So, and we didn't fight till another like 11, 12 hours later. So he could have been well over 200 pounds. And that definitely helps you take a punch better. You get more water around your brain. Your body got more mass to absorb the punch. It definitely helps you take a punch better. So that would definitely be a concern if we fought him, because Caleb, he rehydrates, but nowhere near that. You know what I mean? You could tell it was a huge size difference between him and Canelo.
You mentioned you believe Munguia, fought better than Edgar. You thought that Caleb fought better than Edgar. But when it comes down to that the actual the grit in the fight, you know what I mean? Do you feel like that's probably one of the main difference makers when it comes down to Edgar being that big and campaigning at 168 pounds?
What do you mean grit though? I don't understand what
Like,
you
I
mean by
mean,
that.
he took lots of shots. He
Oh,
took lots
Edgar?
of shots, and to me,
You,
it didn't seem like he was affected by it.
he did, but let me just tell you this. I was there. Besides the big left hook that Canelo hit him with, Edgar's defense was on point, right? So
Facts.
here's what I mean by that. And this is a compliment to Edgar. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. He never really opened up to a point where he got hit with some shit he didn't see. Those are the punches that hurt you. Besides the big hook, besides the hook where he made a little mistake and he knew he made the mistake. That's why he banged his gloves together because he knew he made the mistake because Canelo got that great hook. Besides the hook, though,
He's not
Edgar,
throwing too many combinations.
yes, Edgar didn't get hit with nothing he didn't see. Now, this is not an insult to Edgar or criticism. This is what I observed, though. Edgar really didn't open up his offense because when you open up a lot, you put yourself in harm's way. So Edgar kind of was conservative with his offense. He was working his defense. He was making sure his foot movement. He was making sure his hands was up. And the only punch he really committed to was his jab. If you look at him close, he didn't really commit to nothing else because the more you open up with the Canelo, the more he tried to knock your head off. You
Yep.
feel what I'm saying? So I'll give Edgar credit. He showed a good IQ, but he really didn't open up a lot. He kind of fought a similar fight that Madrimov fought with Crawford, where they know they was in there with master counterpunchers, so they don't really open up like that, but they still fight a good fight. You understand what I'm saying? He kind
Yeah.
of fought a fight to sort of neutralize Canelo's power and counterpunching, in my opinion. He didn't really open up and sell out offensively, where Munguia and Caleb was more offensive than Edgar was. So when you're more offensive, you put yourself in position to take bigger punches.
Yeah. I definitely agree on that for
And
sure.
listen, I'm giving Edgar and his team props, but that's just what I noticed.
Yeah, that's
He wasn't as
discipline.
he wasn't as offensive as he normally was because of Canelo ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Hold on
Right.
1 second, bro. I gotta. I'm running out my car. It's gonna take me 30 seconds, literally.
No, no problem, no problem. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed.